Today is a super exciting day. Today we're going to be talking about how we can automate the integrations with our ads, with our spreadsheets, wherever our contacts are listed elsewhere, and automatically upload them into our Ad Assassins CRM and get them placed into a campaign so that we just get to sit back, watch the leads come in, and not have to worry about the text messages and the emails that are being sent out to them. This is a super useful tool that we're going to be using today. It's called Zapier, and what it's going to be doing is taking the information from the leads that are generated outside of the Ad Assassins CRM and automatically placing them into the CRM so that we're able to get them right into a campaign so that they're receiving emails and text messages as soon as they become a lead so that we're not having to manually add them as a contact. It's a great tool, and it's going to make everything so much simpler for you as an agent. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump right into how this is going to be doing. We're going to get a little bit technical, so it is really good to re-watch this video several times just to make sure that you do understand exactly what's going on. But this will be an in-depth, detailed look on exactly how we're setting up these automated integrations with our campaign and with our contacts. So in the previous video, we looked at our campaign screen and how we were setting up the templates inside of our campaign. And what we did notice, if I was to go over and click over here, go to Manage Campaigns, we see the campaign opt-in to, which is the one that we created the last time. And what we see down here is a button that says Connect Zapier. This is where what you're going to click in order to set up these integrated automations. So you'll be able to come in here, click Connect to Zapier, and it's going to bring you to this invitation screen. So our Ad Assassins app inside of Zapier, if you're familiar with how Zapier works, is in beta phase right now. So what you'll have to do is click that button, come here, and accept the invite, and you'll go right into your Zapier account that you've created. You'll have to have a Zapier account in order to do this. It's always good to have this because the use cases of a Zapier account is through the roof. I mean, it is beyond anything one of the most useful tools when it comes to an agent having leads coming from elsewhere like an ad or anywhere else. It is the most useful tool to have, besides the Ad Assassins CRM, of course. So on top of that, what we're going to be seeing is our home screen, and this is what we're going to see when we click that accept invite. It'll bring us directly to our home screen and our My Zaps. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new Zap. So what a Zap is it's a system that says the lead information that you've generated elsewhere in another app or in a Facebook ad or in a Google sheet, and it's taking the information that those leads had filled out about themselves, like their first name, their last name, their date of birth, and it basically gives that information a road to go down in order to get somewhere else. So that we want the information from, say, our Google Sheets, right, to be put into our CRM. It starts off by connecting to the Google Sheets, and then it connects to the Ad Assassins CRM so that it automatically transfers that data over from the Google Sheets into the Ad Assassins CRM so that it's automatically doing this every time that Google Sheet is updated. So what we're going to do is we're going to click, to start off, you'll be seeing this screen, and it's going to say when this happens, so when a lead is created. So we're going to go ahead and click Google Sheets, and what we're going to do is we're going to choose the trigger event. So the trigger event for this is when a new spreadsheet row is created. We're going to continue on that, and we're going to connect to your Google account. For me, it's paul@adassassins.com, but for you, it's going to be whatever the Gmail is that you run your Google Drive through. You have to have this Google Sheets that is being, that maybe is being populated or anything else like that. You'll have to have this in your Google Drive. So you'll connect to the Google Sheets account. You'll click Continue. You're going to select the spreadsheet that you want to look at. For me, it's going to be our Ad Assassins CRM. This is the one that I've created. And then down here, it's going to be the worksheet. The worksheet is going to always be the same. It'll be the sheet 1. And what you're going to do is you're going to click into that. You're going to continue from here. You're going to test and continue. And it's a pretty simple, straightforward, instruction and guide on creating these zaps. It is a very straightforward. Zapier makes it super easy to use. So if you kind of have a hard time understanding it, it is good to rewatch this video several times to see exactly what I am talking about and what I am doing. So we're going to go ahead and skip the test. What you would normally do is just test and continue, and then we're going to click Done Editing. And then it's going to ask, do this. It's like the action. So the trigger is the new spreadsheet row gets created inside of Google, right? So you add a contact to that spreadsheet row. And then what it's going to do is the action. So the action is add it to the Ad Assassins CRM. So what we're going to do, because we've already accepted that, we're going to search Ad Assassins CRM. We're going to click the Ad Assassins CRM 1.1.1. It's the most recent update of this Zap that we have created, so we're going to go ahead and click that. And what it's going to have is it's gonna have the choose the app, which is the Ad Assassins CRM, and then choose the action event, which is create contact. So we're gonna make sure that is clicked, and that is create contact should be the only option in there. And then what we're gonna see is we're going to connect our Ad Assassins account. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add a new account. And this is what you're going to see when you are setting up your Zapier account. It's going to say username, but what you're going to use is the email that you use to set up your Ad Assassins account. So whether or not, it's, johnnyappleseed@gmail.com or whatever. That's what you're going to use as your username. So for me, in our account, we use support@Ad Assassins. So I'm going to enter in the email. And I'm going to enter in the password, and we're going to continue from there. And what this is going to do is it's going to connect to our Ad Assassins CRM account. We're going to continue from there, and then it's going to ask us to select the campaign. So it's going to create it. It's going to create the contact that we're taking from the Google Sheet and add it as a contact in our Ad Assassins CRM, but we're also going to need is the campaign that we've set up. So if I was to go back in here and I was to look at our campaigns, so I have the campaign opt-in too. So this is the campaign that I created, that I customized, that is set up and running right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that's all good to go, that we have campaigns created inside of the CRM, and then we're going to go over here into edit a zap. And what we're going to do is we're going to find the campaign, and we're going to select the correct one, which is the campaign opt-in to. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to take all the data from the Google Sheets that we've set up, and we're going to do phone number, and I'll show you the example that I'm using for the Google Sheets. I don't have any contacts listed in here yet, but what we have here is just some simple information about the contact. So we have their first name, their last name, the premium, the phone number, email, date of birth, address, city, state, zip code, and so on. However many additions you want to know about them, you can add those in here. And then so what we're going to do is we're going to come back to the Zap. We're going to populate all of these fields right here. So phone, right, is going to pull the phone number from the Google Sheets, whatever's being populated in that column. And then for the email, we're going to click the email. So that's the email that's being populated into the email column right here. So everything that comes below this right here, everything that's going to be showing up in here will be populated into the Ad Assassins CRM. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up first name, click first name, and then we're going to do last name, and we're going to set that up, etc., all the way down. All the information that we have set up inside of our Ad Assassins CRM will be able to be populated inside. So just a simple overview before I continue. What we did is we set up the trigger to be the Google spreadsheet. So that spreadsheet and all the data inside of that spreadsheet is what's going to be populated inside of this Ad Assassins CRM. And it would be different if you're using Facebook, right? If you're running ads on Facebook and you want the leads that you're generating from Facebook to come in here. Instead of this, what you would do is you would come back out, you would create a new Zap, and you would do the same stuff but just with Facebook lead ads. And you would click this, you'd select the ad, the new lead as the trigger, and then you would continue from there. But for right now, what we're setting up is the spreadsheet to the Ad Assassins CRM. So we're going to continue on that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to skip some of these fields, but all you would do is you click this little plus sign right here, and you go in and you find the information that it wants. So whether or not it's, it's the zip code, right? You can click the little plus sign, scroll down to the zip code field, and it will automatically populate that information right into there and into the Ad Assassins CRM, so that you're not having to do it. What's great and what's the beauty of this of Zapier is that it lets you be hands off entirely with how you are managing the contacts within your CRM. If you're getting contacts from elsewhere and you want it to automatically populate and be updated and everything else like that, the Zapier is the best way to go. And I'm going to be creating another video just on Zapier itself and how it can be used to better the efficiency of the agent themselves, how it can better y'all. It's going to be a very in-depth video, so if I do cover this pretty fast, referencing that video in the future will be the next best thing to do after you've rewatched this a couple times. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and we're going to click continue. And we're going to have some fields in here. It does require me to have the phone and the email field, so I'm just going to go ahead and go back in here, and we've got that actually set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue from that. We're going to test and continue. It's going to be pretty good, and everything's good. It just says we had trouble sending the test through because the required phone field is missing. The only reason that is because there are no phone numbers in the phone field. Normally you'll have phone numbers in here and it will do just fine. It will be good to go. So what we'll do is we'll come back to Zapier and we'll go ahead and we can turn this Zap on. So we're going to come back here. Well, one sec. So a good way to get around this. So what we're going to have to make sure that we're doing is that we actually have the data for the phone number. If we want to test these Zapiers out, if we want to make sure that everything is going good, what we're going to do is we're going to put in a phone number in here, and we're going to put an email in here. I'm using my own email, so it'll just automatically do that. So after you've gone ahead and populated the Zap with all the information from the source that you're getting your leads from, you're going to go ahead and click continue, and then you would click test and continue. For me right now, because I don't have the phone field filled out, they are required fields. And the reason is if you come over here to my template that I have no phones and I have no emails. So if we come back into here, it will not populate it because it's not reading any data from inside of here. So we're not going to test anything out that way, but that would normally work as soon as you had some data about the contacts. So what we're going to do is we're just going to rename the Zap, so we can rename this to Google Sheets to Ad Assassins CRM. And everything should be working from there. We would go out of here, and you would have to make sure that this was switched on. I can't switch it on right now just because I don't have any data for the phone and the emails, but you would normally be able to go in and just flip that on, and everything should be rocking and rolling. Alright, so after you've done that, everything should be automated. Everything from the contacts that you're getting, wherever they're coming from, say from like a Facebook ad or from a Google spreadsheet, they should be automatically added into here, and it will all be working perfectly. So everything should be good there. And then if I was to go into the campaigns that we have set up and click the edit button and then go and look at all the contacts should be popping up in here. They will be popping up in here as soon as you have those zaps setting up, without you having to do anything, without you having to add people manually as a contact, add people into the campaign. Everything will be working for you automatically, and it will be probably the best resource to manage your time, and it is another very important aspect of having this Ad Assassins CRM. It's what puts us ahead of everybody else, is having these integrations so fluidly and having an app inside of Zapier. It's the best tool that you could possibly use, and I will be doing an in-depth video on that in the future, so look forward to that. But for right now, that's everything that you need to know on automated integrations. Thank you so much, and y'all have a great day.